As you may have seen in the last video, my clutch is toast. It's a little tricky here because I have to accelerate.
Having begun my journey as a complete novice, I rode my motorcycle across North America before hopping over to Europe. From there, I'll make my way across Asia and down to Australia. New Zealand's southernmost drivable point will mark the end of my journey. I'm calling it the Big Spiral, and this is Act 4, a lap of Ireland and the United Kingdom.
Alright, good morning from Kendal. As you may have seen in the last video, my clutch is toast. It's a little tricky here because I have to accelerate, and I don't want to accelerate too much. I don't want to slip the clutch any more than I need to. Okay, so here's the plan with the clutch. I'm going too slow. So I've called about getting a stock, like an OEM clutch, and all the parts are pretty easy to get except maybe the springs, because she was having trouble finding the springs, at least in the Europe area, I suppose, or in the UK. So she's going to call me back about those. So basically right now I'm going to head over just outside of Leeds. I booked an Airbnb, and I booked it for 2 weeks, and that'll allow me to kind of hopefully get this all sorted. If they don't have the springs, it's going to be a little bit tricky because they would likely have to come from Japan, and well, from experience that would take about a month. So if that's the case, I may try to order a clutch from the States, and that would be faster and probably more reliable, but it would be the Barnett clutch that I installed in Alaska. But yeah, I'm gonna try take as much back roads as I can, but right now I'm on this highway. Well, it's kind of a highway, and the highway is not good for the clutch. Anyhow, I'll play it by ear here a little bit, but I think I can take the Trans-European Trail from here to where I want to get most of the way, and yeah, we're just gonna take the slow way over. Anyway, a lot of all this is just a bit of juggling and trying to figure out all this stuff, and one of the things is I don't have a permanent address here, so I kind of have to, you know, book an Airbnb because I can't keep riding the bike like this. So in the meantime, I kind of have to book an Airbnb and just kind of wait it out, but I also work at the same time, you know, obviously. But look at all the sheep on top of this bridge. Let's go. But there's something, I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with that kit, so. Alright, we're just coming to a bit of a destination I wanted to check out. It's a bridge. Oh, actually, I can go this way probably. Oh yeah, I can't ride over it. But it's called a Devil's Bridge, and it's apparently, the idea is that it's so old that the devil built it.
So I think that's the bridge actually over there, but it's probably easier to look at from here. So apparently it's so old it's considered medieval. So the bridge was completed around 1370, so that makes it around 650 years old, which is actually kind of unreal. Like I know of bridges built where I'm from, for example the Portman Bridge. It did not last 650 years at all. This bridge actually was still used for like vehicle traffic until the 70s. Of course now they're using that bridge, so yeah, quite interesting. Anyways, let's head to the Tet and slowly make our way towards Leeds.
Alright, we're back on the Trans-European Trail, back between the dry stone walls. Well, I foresee more gates in my future, I think. Alright, here's some dirt. And the gate's open. Oh, yeah! Front end's feeling kind of funny. Still some air in there. Amazingly dry here. Did not expect to see cliffs here. That's wow, there's cliffs here. I might be going down that way. Maybe they'll open the gate for me. Hi, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, well, I don't think I can take that bridge. So I probably have to ride through this creek. Feet are getting wet. That was fun. Is that an ice cream van right there? I think I might have to get an ice cream. Yeah, all these hiking trailheads have ice cream.
Hi. Let's go for a raspberry ripple.
Sure.
All right. Oh, those are the people that opened the gate for me. Very nice of them. I'm having an ice cream van sitting at the trailhead. What a fantastic idea. These sheepies. Uh-oh. Okay, switching fields. Oh wow, look at this. This is, I think this is only a view you can get in England, isn't it? Well, maybe Ireland as well. Oh, I see some dirt. Time to go uphill. You don't know how good it feels to stand up and climb a hill, you know? It really is nice. Now it's getting rougher. It's not bad up here. Not bad. So that mountain is called Pen y Ghent or Plover Hill. It's a nice hill, but I'm so impressed that they would build these rock walls basically up and over that giant thing. The amount of work, it must have been backbreaking work. Well, the clutch made it another day. You know, I don't know what I was expecting of England, but I thought it was going to be a lot of like green pastures with sheep. And yes, there's a lot of that. But there's a lot more off-road than I expected.
and then a lot more mountains than I expected, to be honest. I feel like I got some good drone shots today, actually, because it's always easier to get good shots when you have like big mountains and stuff. But I feel like, yeah, today I got some cool footage. So I hope you liked it too. Now I was thinking kind of like, I bet people are wondering, why is he going up these steep hills when his clutch is going out? And yeah, it's a good question. Why am I? Well, I kind of, part of it is just like what's the saying? My eyes are bigger than my stomach. Is that basically? I'm like, basically I'm like, I may as well try. But here's the thing with the clutch. Generally, the first sign you'll see of them failing is at highway speeds, because that's when most load is being applied to the clutch. So this is because there's so much wind drag, and it requires a lot more power and force to go 100 kilometers an hour on the highway versus 15-20 kilometers an hour going up a hill. So basically that's what it is. It's just less load. It's not as much load going up one of those hills relatively slowly than it is going down the highway at 100 kilometers an hour. The clutch is definitely not working properly, but it was good enough to get me through those hills and all that today. So now I'm still waiting for a call back from the local kind of Kawasaki online dealer. I think they're still looking for the springs. They did call me once and said, yeah, we're working on it. But they're waiting for calls from other people and things like this. So yeah, but we'll get this solved. I think I've got some options opening up to me. So, but anyways, if you liked the video, I'd love if you subscribed, and there'll be a thing coming up on the screen right now with a link either to the next video or another video that YouTube thinks you might like. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.